there's my van, and here's the tour. One of the things that I really enjoy having is this cover here, windshield cover. Very simple. It comes from Adco. I'll show you right here the information. And it seems like it was just about like $35, I think, $35, $40. I'm going to show you how I put on my window cover. I just love this window cover. My van's a little tall right now. Had to do some leveling. Simply open the door. There's a little sleeve. You hook it over the door. There's a magnet right here. Same over here. I go ahead and leave it over my windshield wipers. That protects them from drying out. It also protects the dashboard from sun damage and stuff. To uninstall, you open up the door, take that off of there. Just simply take it off. Also do the other door. Normally I kind of fold it up as I'm going, but as I'm showing you today, it's a little difficult to do. Take it off the other door, close the door back, and voila, the cover is off. That cover is awesome in that it keeps the sun from baking the van, keeps the van so much cooler during the day, as well as gives you privacy. And the other great thing about it is that it opens up my space inside. It just seems so much more open and airy when I have the front cover on instead of the curtains. Please, if you haven't already, take the time to subscribe, like, and comment below. Another great feature I have, that I got these probably within months of being on the road, is these little ramps. I don't remember the exact cost. I found them cheapest at walmart.com. And that gives me quite a bit of range for leveling. I can put them on the front tires, I can put them on the driver's side, passenger side, back tires, whatever, to get level. Normally, I boondock. Today, with being here at Cocoa Fest, it's either $10 to boondock without amenities, or for an extra $4, you get an electric hookup. So I have chosen to go ahead and hook up. Normally I don't use it, but it's been kind of nice to have a little brighter light at night. This is a Dodge Roadtrek 190 Versatile. This is a 1997, and these camper vans were made in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. It's a Ram 3500. A new addition just a couple of weeks ago. That was this Rolla Adventure System. It is wonderful. They don't make them anymore. And having a vent fan is wonderful. If you go on the road in any type of vehicle, if at all possible, you probably want to have some kind of a vent fan that can help you keep you cool. Coming into the back of my home, here you'll see is where my bed area is. This can be made into a dinette, meaning you can have a bench back in that section. There's also a bench along the back here, and then on this side where my pillows are. So if it was made up like a dinette, there would be a bench back here along this wall, along the back wall, and then along this wall, and there would be a dinette table in the middle. I choose to have mine as a bed full time. Therefore, the table is in that section to cover in the space where your feet would go at the dinette. And then I've got a mattress on top of that. The cushions from the dinette lay down to make the bed. And then you just put all your bedding on it. I do choose to use traditional bedding. I have sheets and blankets. Depending on the season, I may have more, I may have less. This nice little throw here works kind of like a sleeping bag. And so whenever I cover with it, it tends to really hold the heat in. So through the night, that may come on and off. I use this cover that traditionally will go in a windshield as my back screen. And what I did with it, I put this Velcro, actually sewed that on both sides. Then there's Velcro on either side of the window there. So I can just Velcro that up. I do also have this curtain, which could be used instead or in addition to. Most of the time I just leave it in place because it is much easier for me to just, when I'm ready to go, I just fold up my cover and my back window's open for me to view out of. I have a window on this side and on the other side that both can open for airflow, which is magnificent. Also back here, that's my solar controller and my inverter. This being my bed area, I'm very careful whenever I'm making my bed not to mess with any of my wires, and my feet go up under the bread box. This is the bread box. In this area, this is just kind of my stuff that you have around the bed or whatever. So a lot of my charging stuff or whatever. It's a mess right now. But that was originally for a TV and VCR. I've added this little box to the wall. I just screwed it on the wall, and I did another one here. Love that feature because I can store my things that I want to have handy at night while I'm sleeping. My head's up here, so I can just reach in there for what I need. You may wonder what this broom is for. Well, I'm in the Arizona desert a lot. I have my windows open a lot of times. Sometimes a big gust of wind will come up and blow the dust right in. So, anyway, this summer, while I was up in either Oregon or Washington, that was happening really bad. Like, I could not keep the dust off of my bed. So I bought this broom. It's a nice stiff broom. It's only used for my bed. And I have loved having it because if I get any dust or anything on my bed now, I can just sweep it off if it's off the top because, you know, it was during the day while my bed was made, sweep it off. If it's in the sheets because I forgot to brush off my feet at night, good. And so I got a little bit of sand in the sheets. Well, handy dandy broom saves me between laundry days. So, little tip. It sounds weird, but I love having that. Also in the bed area, I've just used a cup hook and I hung this USB port fan up there so I can use that at night. However, since I did that, a dear friend gifted me this fan. Oh my goodness, this has been a game changer. It can charge by C connection or the old school style connection. It is mostly charged up. That's the 3 lights. And then this is the speed, the top light. That's the next speed. And it oscillates. How cool is that? Yeah, this has been a game changer. Oh my goodness, it is just fabulous. On either side, there are cabinets that I mostly use for pantry. Sometimes I store blankets and stuff in there, but it goes a long way back. And so that gives me a lot of storage for that. That's on both sides. Then we come around to the kitchen. Here I use just a standard cookie sheet to cover my 2-burner stove. This is a propane stove. I don't mind using it for boiling water, making soup, a few things like that. I don't like cooking meats inside. I love having the extra counter space that this provides, so that's on there all the time unless I'm cooking. I've got a couple of lights here that function a couple of ways. That's on the side, and then the other way is it points down. It's magnetic, and it's a light as all. I got these at Menards whenever I was traveling out east. Here is my sink. This is a little window that is above the sink. I chose to put Reflectix in it. I leave that full time, and then I put this little bar up, and I mostly store spices there. And I also added this so that I've got a little more room for that kind of stuff. Here's something that's invaluable to me. It's just a squirt bottle with vinegar in it. Great for cleaning up in the kitchen, as well as quite a few other things because it's a disinfectant. So I love having that. Originally, there was a microwave in here. The previous owners had taken the microwave out. When I first got the van, I went ahead and put a toaster oven in this section, and some people are scared to do that because of the heat and everything. I had a little bit of space between the back of the toaster oven and the back wall, and I never used it for real long at a time, so it was fine. But I don't plug in, so I don't want the electrical appliances. So therefore, I ended up taking that out this past spring, and just got, you know, kitchen gadgets hanging around because they come in handy when you're in the kitchen doing things. This is this is my lower pantry, and I wanted to show you what I do for trash. I simply use my little bungee. Love, love, love bungees. Yeah, you need to get these. Anyway, I use my little bungees, and I just tie that up there. Handy dandy. Trash can, trash bag, right here in the kitchen area where I need it most. So then I can just throw my trash in there, and when it's full, it's ready to go. You may ask, okay, Donna, how do you take a shower in your rig? Well, let me show you. The first order of business, you see these two doors here? Well, my shower's behind door number 1. So I have this latch on here. That's for when I'm moving, so doors don't accidentally pop open. So you open the door. After opening the door, this door is really cool. So what I just did was I opened it up, and see how it's right there beside my refrigerator and then my kitchen wall. There's a little hook for my towel. Okay, so we've got the wall open now. Now, we just pull this curtain out. It's a little tucked in there. I did have to use 2 curtains. This just comes all the way around. This door also opens. It does come on around. I've just got it tangled up here. Okay. So now, I now have my curtain fully encircling me. Down on the floor is a floor pan. There's my drain. And here's my shower head. I did change to an oxygenetics shower head. And as well as I got an extra valve to turn it on and off because I didn't want it dribbling when I had it off. I didn't want to waste the water. So there you have it. My own little shower. Is that not awesome? The fan is right above, which I do not have a two-directional fan, so my fan only pulls out. I do not run the fan while I'm taking a shower because it would pull the curtain into me. You can put a switch on that makes it two-way to where it would blow in, and that would kind of billow out the shower curtain and give you a little more room for your shower. I just push it back in, tuck everything in. I also have Velcro, and I'll show you what that looks like after I get it all tucked in. So now I do have my shower curtain all tucked back in, Velcroed in to hold that out of the way. I do make sure that I dry the curtain completely before tucking it in. So I just leave it out and let it air out and dry. I also have a squeegee for my floor. I use the squeegee and squeegee the water into the drain. I have all this storage, my shoes and some seltzer water I keep on that shelf. This little basket is very handy. And then my bottom shelf is closed. Down here I keep some seltzer water as well as my portable stove. It's a Road Pro. This I mostly use if I'm traveling. I will put whatever I'm wanting to cook. I've started with dry rice and raw chicken and done a chicken and rice dish in there. Also frozen dinners, you can like take it out of the package and put it in here or in there. And I believe it heats up to about 350. It's a 12 volt. And I'm sure you can buy these off of Amazon. I got mine at a truck stop. It's got a long cord. And you can cook your meal while you're driving. This shelf was already in here. This shelf my dad made. This shelf my dad made. As well as this support. I decided to use that as a toilet paper holder. And so that has been fabulous. This is basically my design, and my dad is the one that carried through with my design. This, in case you're wondering what it is, it's a bug zapper. My friends and I got these this summer because we were in a place that the bugs just were incredibly, they would just gather around your face. They were just annoying. I do have another tip I'm wanting to share with you while we are in the closet, shower, all that space. And let me show you what that is. Basically, it involves over the door hook. I use these quite a bit. Let me show you. I can just hook that hook up there, and I've got a place to hang my jackets or bags or hangers or whatever. If I've worn it, but I still may want to wear it again before laundry day, then I'm not going to hang it up in my closet. I'm going to hang it on another hanger. And I hang it up here because this mirror, as you're driving, can be a little freaky at first. You start seeing weird things in it as you're driving, and then you look in your rearview mirror, you see things in that mirror. So I learned to cover it up, although it no longer bothers me. I've been in my van long enough that I don't have to have anything over that mirror. I can drive. It doesn't bother me. Of course, here we have the good old fire extinguisher. This is my control panel for my tanks, my freshwater, gray tank, black tank, and my battery. Here's the test. It shows good because I'm hooked up. I've got my water full and my tanks are empty. Here's my hot water heater. That's an outdoor light. I do have an onboard generator, and I've hung some hooks up here. I've got a lot of junk on it right now, but I have my backpack, my hats, my handy dandy water bottle carrier, as well as this little hanging basket for, right now I've got onions and potatoes in there. So that is very handy. This is just a push button light. I also use the child lock on my refrigerator. The rough roads that I go down, they knock things open. And so the refrigerator and the closet are the two spots that I have to lock them up with those child locks. Here we have some favorite things. My little VW bus, which, you know, who doesn't love a VW bus? The pool noodle. I don't know. It came from my house. I stuck it there and it's been there ever since. And a few of my nice little things along the way. Just love the old cactus stuff. My little friend Oscar here. Let's see if I can get him from the front. Hang on. There's my little friend Oscar. It's not wanting to get in focus. That's my little horny toad. Got that from my mom. This is a wonderful homemade gift from my sister. Don't you just love it? He just travels with me where I go and reminds me to just stay silly and happy. Now we're to my living room. This is my easy chair. I do keep that turned around full time. I told you this is my living room. That's my easy chair. And this is my sunken living room. Isn't that wonderful? I have a sunken living room. That's a little bit of a mess. I keep down here, I keep magnets. I use those quite a bit on the outside. Say if I'm wanting to maybe hang something on the side of my van to dry it. As you can see, it's just a nice little hook. Those are very handy. I have a wonderful rock that my friend Joan painted. Isn't that beautiful? In this pocket, this is on my front door. And I say front door, this is the door that I use most of the time. Here's my gloves for hiking or for carrying firewood, whatever. Those are very handy. Got my broom. That's for picking up the dust on my floor before I mop it. It needs mopping right now, really bad. That broom, invaluable. I live in the Arizona desert a big part of the time. It doesn't seem to matter where I go. I have to have that broom. And here is my extra living room chair if I have company over and we want to sit and visit. That's great for that, as well as it does have a seat belt. And I have carried my granddaughter with me when she has camped with me. Another little tip. I made this probably 20 years ago just for camping. It's really overstuffed now. I need to get some out of it. But what it's stuffed with? Grocery bags. Good old Walmart or whatever grocery bags. And I tie them up like this so that they're easy to get out one at a time. As you can see, it's just a grocery bag. That's what I use for my trash bags. And I can easily drop one off at Walmart or the gas station. And yeah, I just love my little bag pillow. It is perfect. My Roadtrek came with this railing, which is completely covered up. All Roadtreks come with this. It's this railing on both sides. You see the railing here? And the reason I'm showing you that is because I bought these little containers at IKEA. They just slip right on that railing and provide you with extra storage. Yes, I do store a lot of my household goods right along there because I am full-time in my van right now, and so it's nice to just have some of that stuff handy. Well, and you gotta have a monkey with you wherever you go. Oh, I have two. Let's see. There's my other monkey. Little peacock feather. cards from a really, really fun winter, last winter. On now to my closet. This is my closet. I used my railing and I put some pipe insulation on there. Sometimes I've also used a pool noodle, whatever, just to protect the wood. And I use that for the things that I wish to hang up and keep those from getting wrinkles in them. And then below that is a tub where I keep things that I don't need to use very often. In here are this is the back of the seat. I have atlases and like owner's manual type stuff for, say, the fridge and all the stuff that is Roadtrek. And got a place for my weights for exercising. I've got a few tools inside. And from Walmart, I did have some of the cheaper drawer sets. Now, this last spring, I think it was, I bought these gray ones. They're a little heavier duty. I use the bungee cords to strap it in for travel. That's just for safety, although it's never tried to really move anywhere. I use clip binders, and I just have that hooked to the wooden railing that's been built in. That's where I hook my bungee cord to secure my chest of drawers. Down here, another built-in. This Roadtrek originally had another seat like this one over here. I took that out, put a piece of wood on top of it for my drawers, and here's the built-in drawer. It's just got a few other accessories, things like cards. You know, you have to have the cards. I thought I would show you a couple more of my favorite gadgets. Of course, the good old handy dandy bungee. I use that to hang my Lucy light, which is what I'm fixing to show you. So I can use the bungee cord to hang my Lucy light. The Lucy light is a solar light. There's the little solar panel. You just put it outside to charge it up, and voila, you have bright light. It's hard to tell it, and it has 2 levels. But that does provide a great deal of light, as well as an emergency light. And onto another favorite gadget is my little 1-liter spray bottle. I got it at a Dollar General many years ago. I'm going to make my counter wet. But as you can see, it sprays. I can use that for many things, such as washing dishes. I can actually use it to take a shower, wash my hair, anything like that. I just love it. I think when I bought it, it was $4. Last time I checked on the price, I think it was $4.50. It's probably gone up since then, but well worth the investment. Or you can buy one online, which may cost a little more, but you will love it. I hope you enjoyed the tour of my van today, and that you'll come back for all the future videos. Please, if you haven't already, take the time to subscribe, like, and comment below. Have a great day.
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone.